In this video, I'm going to cover how to calculate carbs and why it matters. My name is Nina. I'm a certified personal trainer, strength and conditioning coach. I also have a certification in fitness nutrition, and I am an author of 4 books. So let's go right to it. The reason why you want to know how to calculate net carbs is because you want to know how many carbohydrates you're consuming. So there's something called gross carbohydrates, also known as total carbohydrates. So that is what you will see on a package. But that doesn't really matter, because what you want to know is how many carbohydrates you're actually absorbing, how many carbohydrates you're consuming. That is the amount that's going to spike your blood sugar. Now, this is really, really important if you're a diabetic, especially if you're a diabetic on medication, if you're on insulin or any type of oral medication. So if you are counting carbs, which you should be doing as a diabetic, you definitely want to know how to calculate your gross and net carbohydrates. So if you are on insulin and you're trying to calculate how much insulin to take, it's really, really important to do the math. So I'm going to help you show you how to do that right now. So let's take some common ingredients that people eat. So one is quinoa. Quinoa is a whole healthy grain. And this package that I'm showing you here, I got this bag from Costco. It is organic quinoa. You want to get as much food certified organic if you're in the United States. That just means that you shouldn't be having any pesticides, because that's not something that you want to consume. It's very harmful for our bodies. So in this package, the quinoa is 180 calories for a quarter of a cup. You're thinking, what? That's crazy. But once you cook the quinoa, that quarter cup of dry quinoa will be more like a half a cup. So that half a cup of quinoa, total carbohydrates is 34 grams. But remember, you take the 34 grams of total carbohydrates, you subtract the 4 grams of fiber, and that means you're getting 30 grams of carbohydrates. Now, this is actually not a lot. People eat a lot more carbohydrates than 30 grams. You'll say, oh my gosh, well, a chocolate bar is 30 grams of carbohydrates. Yes, but people eat way more than that, usually like 60 to 75 with a meal, sometimes even more, depending on if you're going out to eat, if you're eating pizza or pasta. Okay, let's go. Also, now let's talk about oats. So right here, I've got organic, dry, toasted oats. A half a cup is 150 calories. So that's typical if you're thinking about how do I calculate carbs. You don't always have nutritional information on hand, especially if you're going out to eat. So a good rule of thumb is a half a cup of any type of grain is typically around 30 grams of gross carbohydrates. I mean, sometimes even net, but if it depends on how well it's packed. So in this box, the total carbohydrates is 27 grams. The dietary fiber is 4 grams, and that equals 23 net carbohydrates. In this bag of tortilla chips, 10 tortilla chips is 130 calories. Who stops at 10 chips? But anyways, total carbohydrates is 17 grams. It has 2 grams of fiber, so it equals 15 net grams. But notice this also has oil in it, so oil tends to increase our cholesterol levels and also can increase your blood sugar levels. So that's another reason why you want to always focus on whole foods, things that are not processed, that you can get from a bag that has a whole bunch of additional ingredients. So you want to aim for about 25 grams of fiber per day. That's actually the minimum. And as you can see from these few ingredients, those aren't high in fiber. So why do you want fiber? Well, fiber is, think about it like a broom. It cleans out all the gunk. It aids in weight loss. it makes your gut microbiome healthier, and it helps lower cholesterol and reduces your chance of cancer. While blood sugar is something that diabetics have to pay close attention to, it's also important for anyone else who doesn't have diabetes to pay attention to. So you don't want to have a diet that's extremely high in carbohydrates. You want to balance it with protein and greens, healthy foods, whole foods. So if you like this video, let me know. I've got some really exciting videos that I'm excited about that's coming up. In January, I'm going to post a video on how to lose weight without diet or exercise. This is tried and true stuff. It's not garbage. So if you haven't already, subscribe now and tap that bell to receive notifications, because you definitely don't want to miss that one. I'm also going to talk about in a different video on the top diet for 2021. And I've got all sorts of new content coming out. The videos that I typically post are about health, nutrition. I've got some videos on exercise, and if your goal is weight loss, check out my book, The High Five Diet. You can find that on my website, and I've got 2 videos here on weight loss. One is an exercise video that will help you lose weight and build muscle, which is really important for weight loss, and I also have another video on how to lose weight with my top 5 weight loss strategies. So check those out, and I'll see you soon.